What's up guys, and welcome back to another drawing video. Today I will be doing a tutorial on how to color. But fun fact before we start, by the time you guys are watching this, I've just completed my first week back to school. It's been rough, but also fun at the same time. But anyways, let's get right into the tutorial. Step 1, shading. Alright, so step 1 is shading. And what I mean by that is just to learn how to shade an object. So for example, here I have a skin tone, and bear in mind that this was done really quickly, just as an example, so it's probably not going to be the best. But anyways, you can see where my light source is coming from, and you can see that I'm putting the light directly right there. And then after that, towards the opposite end of the light, the shadowing comes in. So this is very important to know whenever you're coloring, to give depth to the figure that you're coloring in. Step 2, the bells and whistles. Alright, so in step 2, I'll show you all the different bells and whistles on Procreate. So there's this little tracing thing up top right next to the little like arrow type thing, which you'd click it and you'd select color fill, which I have it on right now, and you basically just trace all the way around your drawing, or in this case, a drawing that I found from Scott Williams. You do want to make sure that you get every single detail outlined, which is why I've spent so long on the hair. But anyways, now if you go make your layer multiply, you'll see after I've connected the lines, now I have the whole entire drawing with a base color. But now I add a layer on top of it and I select clipping mask, which means now I can color only inside my clipping that I made a second ago, which I'll demonstrate with a darker shade so that you can see it. As you can see, I cannot go outside of the lines now, which will come in handy whenever we're doing all the shading and highlighting, which I will do right now. Alright, so now I go back to my clipping tool, I select it, and now I start retracing the area that I want to be the next color, which in this case, it'll be the skin tone for Cyclops here. So I connect it, and now I go add another layer and add a clipping mask, and then I can start on the shading and highlighting, which you can see I've done here. But now what I'm going to do is, because he is using his I-beam, you'd see some of the light reflection on him. So what I do is I turn down the transparency with a red tone, and I put it on his skin just to where you can somewhat see it and somewhat see that it's supposed to be red, to see kind of that like reflecting onto the skin type thing. Step 3. Metal and reflective objects. Alright, so one of the most common things that most people draw tend to have some sort of metal or reflective part of their costume. Therefore, if you're wanting to color it, you need to know how to properly do that. And so what I do is whenever I go into this, which I didn't show on accident, was I go into my brushes and I click the luminescence, which you can see right there, the drop down, and now I add a flare to it, and it makes it look really shiny. But now I'm going to apply it on a drawing of Dr. Doom, which is also by Scott Williams. And you'll see that I use that drop down for the shiny objects, and you can see that I've just added it onto the metal part of his face. Usually you have to go really big with the flare for it to be like obvious, and you have to usually select a lighter color than what you're putting it on. And what I actually did to make it more seeable, I guess, is I went to the actual drawing and I added it like that. And now you can really see the shiny part. Step 4. Apply it. Now that I've shown you all the necessary steps of how to color, I'm going to apply it on this picture of Batgirl. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching today's tutorial video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, you can go follow me on Instagram at Caden Creates. But until next time, stay creative.